Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video today. I picked up a dot from C&H Optics. It came in a couple days, like it shipped out in 2 days. It got to my house, so the shipping was super fast. I'm gonna open this up and put it on this PDP here in a minute. The specs are right there. And also you can look it up on their website if you want to check out more of the details. It's a direct mount dot. I don't need a optic plate or nothing to install this. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. This will be the first direct mount dot that I own. Everything else I have for my other guns all needed adapter plates. So I'm hoping that this will work out for me. Let's see. This is everything you get in there. You get Duracell battery. Looks like. So it came with a few things here. Let's get this opened up. Also got another battery right there. So that's pretty awesome. It came with both. Screws right here, tells you the spec. It came with stuff, tools to adjust the dot, and also to install the dot, which I don't need that. Warranty card, and a cloth to clean the dot. That's nice. And then the dot. Ooh. Let's check this guy out. See if we can open this up real quick. Alright. Here's the dot. It looks definitely nice. Nice clear glass. I'm going to install a battery to it real quick. Just use their little screwdriver here to install the battery, just because how small it is. Hopefully you guys are seeing this too. Tiny screw, and then get on that ledge on top to open your door carefully so you don't break no seals or nothing. Yeah, there's a rubber gasket right there on the edge of the door. Alright, I'm going to install the Duracell battery. Open this up real quick. Alright. Install our battery. Make sure everything's on. Alright, it says very nice bright dot. Hopefully you guys can see it. I can't tell what my camera's looking at. There we go. Turn my camera back on. There's the dot right there. Very crisp, good looking dot. I just keep it on the dot only mode because that's what I prefer. But also you can tell this has backup sights right here. Let me go and install my screw. And I always stick a little Loctite on the battery tray screw as well. So I don't have to worry about my battery tray coming loose on me. Put that back in there. I'm just going to use the same tool it came with. Sometimes these little screws are hard when you have fat fingers. There we go. Just want to get it going. And then we'll use the tool. Alright, happy with that. It looks good. Alright, so the dot's ready to be mounted to my firearm. Set this stuff out of the way. This is the firearm it's going to be installed on. It's empty, clear chamber. There's no magazines, no ammo out here. It's a Walther PDP, the 4-inch, but with a full-size grip. And this is what I'm going to install it on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this off of here real quick. Get the plate off that it comes with. Okay, I'm just going to unscrew these real quick. Loose. Alright, my plate and screws right there, and this is what it looks like on top. This is the C&H dot. As you can see, it fits right in there perfectly. Look at that. There's no movement. It's tight, just like you would want it to be. Alright, so now we need to take out, looks like these screws right here, and install the dot. And these screws do have Loctite on them already. See the blue Loctite already on there, which is fantastic, because you don't want your dot to come off on you at the wrong time. Install this screw, and I'll just use this and finger tight it only until we get them both in there and ready to go. Alright, and I'm actually adding some of my own Loctite as well, just because I do not want the dot to come off unless I want it off. I've had my fair share of dots coming loose on me and it's not fun. Seems to be always when you don't want it to. Then when you want it off, it doesn't want to come off. Alright, I'm just going to tighten this down a little bit here. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to take a torque wrench. This is an inch-pound torque wrench. And go ahead and torque it to spec, which you can look it up and find out what the spec is on it before you go do it. Alright. This is just the one I have, but it works great. Alright, move this stuff out of my way. Put this stuff up here. Alright, so we have the dot on there. Looks great. Let me get my camera back up here. Hopefully you can see it. Look at that. Looks fantastic. The quality's great. The glass is great. The brightness. Dot brightness is a huge thing for me, because when it's really bright day outside and it's super bright out there, I have issues seeing my dot unless it gets really bright. But yeah, the quality is fantastic. There's the gun right there. Like I said, it is safety checked. We checked it in the beginning. And there's no magazines out here, no ammo. I can't wait to check this out at the range and shoot it. But that makes it nice compact, because there's no optic plate on here to make it like higher up. I also brought a few other firearms out to kind of show off some different dots to compare. Like I said, this is the 4-inch full-size grip, 4-inch top, polymer frame PDP. This one, safety check too. This one here, no ammo, no mags. These guns are all clear. This is the AimPoint Acro P2. The Acro's very nice dot overall. I really like the dot. It gets very bright. My biggest complaint with it is how narrow it is. The tallness is okay for me on the glass, but the width of the glass is kind of my struggle with it at times. But that being said, it's a fantastic dot. I don't have anything bad to say about it. This is a 5-inch polymer PDP. This is the match model. It comes with the dynamic performance trigger in it. This one just has the standard trigger in it, but they're both fantastic. The reset's a little better on this, the match model, but it is just what it is because it is a match gun. But the quality of the dot is what I'm trying to show you guys. I'm not sure if I can show you or not. See if I can get them both in there. But they're fantastic. I don't have any complaints. I mean, at all. And if you look at the the height, this is sitting on a plate, obviously, to mount here because of the crossbar lock, which I do love, the crossbar lock. But you can see the dot is sitting almost up to the top of the slide. And look at that. This one's sitting that far down in. So this is fantastic if you wanted a carry gun with a carry dot. This would be a fantastic option. Direct mount, get it lower. Like I said, you can co-witness your sights, and it has built-in sights back here already. So if something did happen, your battery died, or who knows what, you would be fine on that. But yeah, and like I said, there's the aim point with it. Set this down out of the way real quick. Not sure. Set it down. Here's another dot I have to show you guys. This is the AimPoint, or no, excuse me, this is the HoloSun 509T enclosed dot. The tallness is about even with the Acro, but the width is much wider on this dot, which is one thing I love about this enclosed dot here. But again, we'll show you the quality there. Hopefully I can get them in the camera. Kind of hard to get them in the camera. But yeah, both super good, clear glass. You know, there's no complaints about glass quality or anything like that. Like I said, you're sitting on a plate here. You can see the plate right there. So not a big deal, but it does add to a little bit of height. And I'll put the Acro up there next to it as well, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's just a wider dot. I do like the width on this enclosed dot over the other. And also you can see, you know, how big the mailbox is per se. And then, you know, this one here, obviously it's open, so it's not apples to apples. But I do have a few more. Here's another one I'll show you guys. This is the HoloSun 507 Comp. So obviously a competition dot. It's a great dot. Nice big window if you're looking for a competition dot. But my complaint is the brightness level. It's just barely bright enough for my eyes. I still love the dot, but if you compare the brightness, look, the C&H optic is much brighter. They're both turned all the way up, and you can see clearly in the video, I hope, the same backdrop as that toolbox, how much brighter this one is, the dot brightness. And that's the one thing that I've found with the 507 Comp, is it doesn't get super bright. It's a great dot. It's my one and only complaint, honestly, with this dot, the 507 Comp, is I wish it would just get a touch brighter. That's my only complaint. It's a great dot. And I do obviously like it. Let's check out. And then this is a different dot. This is an Overwatch Optics dot. And it's my only green dot. So green is it's gonna be brighter. I don't know if it's gonna show up in the camera brighter, but green itself is very bright. See if I can get it in there. Here it is. But I don't know that the camera's picking the green up as good. But these are both super bright dots. The green is not coming out as bright as it is, like in actual. The video is not picking up the brightness. It's picking the red up good, but not the green. But this is a open emitter dot, and it's a competition dot, like an SRO type dot. This is a CZ Shadow TS2 orange. I did change the thumb safety out. I'll be doing a video on this gun later on. Fantastic gun, super accurate. But yeah, this is cut from CZ Custom for an SRO, and I bought this and stuck on there, and it fits the SRO perfect except for that little space right there. But that's just for the SRO, the front hangover on it. Fits perfect though, and I have no complaints on this dot at all. And then the last, well, I have a couple more dots as well. I have, this is the MeCanik MO2 dot. It's not a bad dot for a budget dot. It is definitely what I would consider a budget dot. This is mounted on a 22, and it has been fantastic on a 22. I had it mounted onto a carry optics pistol, and it got to about 3,000 rounds, and then this died. But it was under warranty. It was within 90 days, so they gave me a new one. This is the new one, and it's been on here for over a year with no issues. So could have been I just had a bad MeCanik dot, or it didn't handle the recoil as well. I don't really know, and I never bought another one. But as again, that's my complaint with this dot as well. See the brightness level, it's turned all the way up. This is the C&H optic. So that's, you know, kind of my only complaint. But for a budget dot, it's not a bad dot. The window's not humongous, you know. It's not tiny, but it's not humongous. There's that. And then the last dot, which is not mounted on a firearm, nor does it have a battery in it. I bought the Romeo 0 from Sig Sauer. And it's okay. It's just, if I'm being honest, it's too small for me at all. I absolutely do not like this dot because of the size. It's just, you know, I don't know if it comes out in there, but it's a small dot. It really is a small dot. And you get used to things. And it has a plastic housing, the entire thing. It's just, and the button to turn it on is clear up in here underneath the shroud. So it's a really bad design, in my opinion. It's hard not to scratch the glass when you're trying to, my fingers are too big and fat to turn it on. So I have to use something to push the button that's up there in the middle to turn it on. Hopefully it's coming out. There's kind of a glimpse, but it's right up in there. But it's an okay dot. There's nothing wrong with the dot. Like I said, it's just too small. It's on the verge of being too small. And the glass quality is not really that great. It's not the worst, but honestly, it's not that great. I would say that the MeCanik dot is, if you're looking for a budget dot, would be better than the Sig Sauer Romeo 0 dot. Obviously, this is meant for everyday carry dot as well. For the P365 was originally developed for that. Small gun, small dot, I get it. It's just, it seems kind of poorly executed, in my opinion, if I'm being honest. But yeah, guys, so if you guys have any other questions, you can hit me up in the comments and I'll try to get back with you. But yeah, I'm really liking that dot from C&H Optics. The brightness level, like I said, the only one on the table that really gets to the brightness level of this one out of all of them is the AimPoint. The AimPoint obviously is a very expensive dot. But there we go. But with it being turned up this bright, it gives you a lot of glare, like back glare, even on the AimPoint. You can kind of see it on the camera. I never have it turned all the way up, but it's, like I said, it's fantastic dot. It's just a very small window, but yeah. So if you guys have any questions, or hit me up and on the comments, and I'll try to get back with you guys. These two, the HoloSuns, these are about the same brightness level. Let's see if I can get them in the video for you real quick. Turn them all the way up, make sure. But these ones, I feel like are pretty close to the same, yeah. So not bad. And obviously you can change the reticles to different reticles, and you can look them up as well. I just prefer dot only on all my red dots. I prefer to shoot just with the dot. It's just one thing to look at. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to get back with you. But there's some fantastic dots here, and the options, like the new stuff that's coming out to market, really seem to be really good options. I mean, I absolutely love this dot. I mean, if you compare this dot here from C&H to, you know, the Sig Sauer Romeo, these are both, you know, for EDC. I mean, this is all plastic. This entire dot is plastic. Cuts the weight down, but you're losing a lot of durability. I mean, you really are. Polymer flexes, I get it, but just the window sizes and everything. Like I said, that's why this is not mounted to something. So it's just not my favorite at nothing. Alright guys, later.